Hi, my name is Tom. My project is about visualizing race-based hate crimes in United States in recent decades. The social problem of hate crimes become quite intense these days, which triggers many valuable problems to be investigated. As Asian, I have personally experienced racism in North America, so I'm more curious about exploring the racial factor of hate crime victims. The dataset I'm using is the hate crime statistics from FBI's UCR program, which has more than 20K data cases and 22 data dimensions. Some important data questions such as what is the overall trend of race-based hate crimes? Is there any geographical pattern based on victims' different racial groups? Which state has the largest increase in hate crimes in recent years? There are some interesting projects related to this topic. This one was done by Catherine Lawley's team in 2019 that shows how presidency impacts hate crime cases. And there is another one done by Darren shows the change of hate crime bias in 3 years. This is the dashboard of my visualization. It consists of three major parts: the trends panel, the map panel, and the victim's racial factor panel. The temporal change of case number can be read in the trends panel, which is encoded in areas, lines, and color hue. The map panel can be used to read the geographical distribution encoded in position and color hue. The weights of victims' racial groups are encoded in area and color hue in the racial factor panel. To figure out the first question, by looking at the stream chart in the trend panel, we can see the total number of hate crime was at a high level at the beginning of the 20th century and had an overall steady decrease until 2014. By looking at the shape of red area, we can tell that the hate crime towards black people dropped dramatically before that. However, after the year of 2014, the number of total cases started to rebound, especially in the anti-Hispanic hate crime, anti-black hate crime, and anti-Jewish hate crime. We can see the jump of case more clear by zooming into the area. Then we switch to the bystander mode for the second question. By looking at the map panel, a darker color represents a high number of hate crime cases. For hate crimes, we can see most cases were reported in California and states around New York. Then we switch between different groups. We can tell most of victims' racial groups basically follow this geographical pattern. But for anti-white hate crime, we can see its cases are more centralized in Michigan due to largely reported numbers between the year of 2005 and 2008. And for anti-Hispanic hate crime, it spreads more evenly. However, we can see its increasing trend in Texas in recent years. For the last question, even though California has the largest cumulative case number, by examining the trend panel, we can tell its annual reporting number was decreasing steadily over the years. But in opposite, the New Jersey's annual number was going crazy recently. It's very likely to surpass California to be the most dangerous state of hate crime. Thanks.